I don't like that we know this story. You know, I wish that Beyonce would have kept these thoughts in her head as opposed
A wife who was understanding and knew that I'm not the worst of what I've done.
It seems like Wendy Williams is fed up with Jay-Z inappropriate and toxic treated of his wife Beyonce, and it's reported that the nosy TV diva made an attempt to change this couple's dynamics and hinted to Queen Bee about the potential affair her husband is having. It's not a secret that Beyonce is the most forgiving wife on the planet, but apparently there's a reasonable explanation why she turns the blind eye to Jay's infidelity for years. There is no doubt that Wendy comes forward with these allegations for a reason. We all know her own messy drama with unfaithful ex-Kevin Hunter. But here, the main question, will Beyonce listen to Wendy Williams? Let's dig into the details to find out. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. So, Wendy Williams is back to doing the things she loves most in the world, frankly discussing the most controversial and scandalous events in the show business.
Please, I don't respect people's privacy. That's why I do the hot topics.
And apparently, the TV diva wants to send a warning message to our favorite R&B queen Beyonce, who in Wendy's opinion, got trapped in a suffocating marriage, and according to Williams, Queen Bee's husband Jay-Z is not done with his love affairs, so Beyonce should brace herself for another public scandal and huge amount of pain. However, it seems like Beyonce thinks she knows better and doesn't need any advice on her personal life.
I don't need people to think for me, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been that way, and I don't ever want to be that.
Well, Wendy Williams is probably not seeking any publicity and only wishes the queen of R&B only peace of mind and inner happiness, because Wendy herself had been through hell and back with her personal woes related to Kevin Hunter's infidelity, and she shows that nothing can change a serial cheater. And if start to look at both couples, the Hunters and the Carters, you may actually notice May similarities here, so it's no wonder Wendy tries to protect Beyonce from the same pain she had endured in the past after she found out about her own husband's double life.
I had nobody again to talk to, but the times now were even deeper than they ever were in my life.
Beyonce and Jay-Z have acquired the status of royal couples of America. They are married for 15 years and have been together for more than 20 years. The couple has 3 children together and can boast not only numerous successful collaborations, but the love of millions of fans across the world. However, as Wendy believes, it's nothing else but just a facade, and apparently this couple's dynamics are far from being ideal. Beyonce has expressed her love and admiration for her husband many times publicly. She told in an episode of Next Chapter on Oprah's show, "He has helped me on so many levels. Gosh, to have someone that you just like is so important, and someone that is honest." And it really looked like a perfect marriage until the moment when the implications about Jay's infidelity started to fill the press in 2016 when Queen Bee dropped her album Lemonade with the dongs filled with many references to her husband's alleged affair. Apparently, it was hard to erase the nasty feeling of being betrayed, and Beyonce honestly talked about her pain through her songs.
In the morning, you click on the computer, you see all these pictures, and it's all you think of is the picture.
The news about Jay's infidelity was everywhere, and eventually the famous couple had to somehow address the growing speculations about divorce and sharing assets. However, in a shocking turn of events, the Carters seemed to put this drama behind them with Beyonce officially forgetting her unfaithful husband, the decision that made many eyebrows raise. Apparently, as Jay-Z convinced his wife, things happen and even the strongest couples are sometimes being shattered by the storm. Although there were people who believed that this affair wasn't the only one, and who but Wendy Williams knows everything about serial cheaters. Through her own painful experience, she learned the pattern, and she wants to protect Beyonce from the same amount of pain because there's still tension between her and Jay-Z.
Be good. You know, even
But
if
there's
we don't.
tension now, right? Is there tension still?
Yeah. But that happens in a long relationship.
There have been speculations over the years that Jay-Z is manipulating his wife and keeps her under control because for many people, there's no other reasonable explanation why Queen Bee, who can definitely stay iconic and rich without this man, hasn't left him yet. However, it feels like Beyonce doesn't know or understands her own value because even despite all these never-ending rumors, she still chooses to stay with this guy no matter what he does.
And just kind of digesting what I was walking away from and just being torn because I never wanted to leave.
It's clear that Jay-Z has a lot of influence on Beyonce's mindset, and he doesn't even hide the fact that he and his wife should stay together despite all problems because it's the only way for them to thrive. As Jay-Z stated in one of his interviews discussing infidelity, you have to survive. So you go into survival mode, and when you go into survival mode, what happens? You shut down all emotions. Apparently, Beyonce is not even allowed to show how much pain she is living in, and it's in her contract to always praise her husband and admire him. However, knowing the level of their publicity, the Carters went even further with their secrecy and stopped discussing their personal life at all. This only leads fans to suspicion that Beyoncé already knows about every affair, and this marriage is nothing more than a business arrangement. Maybe this is why Beyoncé states that wants to learn from her own mistakes in life, and she doesn't want any personal advice from the TV diva.
Child is wearing and who she's dating and, all the things that really, it's not your business,
Such controversial statements only make people concerned about Beyoncé's well-being because her marriage with Jay-Z is full of so many major red flags. Starting from their body language that any other sane woman would simply run away from a guy like Jay. As one person commented, he a traitor to his wife. I can't understand why she stayed with him. And another user added, he gets the best of both worlds. A life with one of the most beautiful and coveted women, Beyonce, plus any other woman he wants. With all these allegations swirling for decades, Beyonce dominates the press with any and every move she makes, yet she rarely speaks to the press herself. In her 2014 documentary, Beyonce, Life is But a Dream, the singer explained the frustration she felt over rumors about her personal life and compared today's celebrity climate to the environment of years past. Apparently, she doesn't want anyone in the show business to boss her around, and most importantly, Wendy Williams, who never misses a chance to comment on Beyoncé's life.
Now, Beyonce's really great, and I hate when the beehive gets all stingalicious on me.
So even though Wendy's motives are nothing but noble now, and she wants Beyoncé to know that these dynamics will never change, it feels like the RM Queen is not in the mood to listen to anyone. And although many people were trying to protect Bey and somehow hint her that her marriage is all fake, the Grammy winner prefers to do everything in her own way. And what makes people think that Beyoncé knows more than she says about her husband's secret life and affairs is Queen B's own statement about nosy paparazzi that don't give her family any privacy. I feel that, especially now with the internet and paparazzi and camera phones, it's so difficult to maintain mystery. And that's so important. Even in a relationship, I feel like not being that accessible is really important. Well, Wendy herself has been closing her eyes on her own husband's infidelity for years, and it resulted in a tremendous amount of pain and health problems that the former TV diva had to endure in the past couple of years. And Wendy believes that the time for Beyoncé to say her demons would come as well, and it may be too late. So far, as we can all witness, Queen B is holding on and even manages to put up with her husband's double life.
Long ago, and I was saying to him, look, I'm really concerned because how do you figure out?
As Beyoncé says, she doesn't want other people to mess with her marriage because she and Jay-Z had decided everything a long time ago. In her own words, we decide everything. My word is my word. What Jay and I have is real. It's not about interviews or getting the right photo op. It's real. Well, it seems like Wendy Williams cannot save Queen B from a pain of a heartbreak. And if any new info is getting leaked about Jay-Z sleeping with another woman who is not wife, apparently, it would be too late for Queen B to lie and pretend.
But you look like yourself. We don't like you. Well, good for you, Carrie Underwood. You survived a fall, and you looked beautiful last night.
So, Wendy's words about Jay-Z's new affair didn't seem to rock Beyoncé's confidence in her own marriage. Many fans even speculate that Wendy's motives are not so noble, and she wants to sting Jay-Z more than she wants to protect Beyoncé. Well, fans have already guessed that this marriage smells fishy, and there's something else that holds Beyoncé and Jay-Z together, and it's not love. As one person commented, this isn't a marriage. This is a business arrangement. Also, it appears that Jay-Z liked teenage girls, Beyonce, Rihanna, and Foxy Brown. And another user added, I believe that their relationship started as a peer relationship, but then it got serious. Years later, they stayed together for their kids and business. Wouldn't be surprised if their marriage is even an open relationship at this point. So maybe these people are right, and Beyoncé doesn't need any warning from other celebs because not only she knows about Jay sleeping with multiple women, but she also agreed to it since the start of their relationship. And what do you think about this, guys? Does Beyoncé knows that Jay is a serial cheater? And is their marriage all fake? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about shady side of Hollywood. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.